Last summer I was on a golf course and I was brought to tears, and not by a bad shot. I took these guys out to play this hard course, and I got them a caddy because they'd never seen it before. And I'm walking out the first tee, and this caddy grabs me. He says, "Don't you go. I want to talk to you." I said, "Okay." He said, "You don't know me, do you?" I said, "Nope." He said, "That's because I'm not really a caddy." So I thought I got a comedian or a terrorist or somebody who's still mad at me for something I did. This guy said, "Look, I do this to help my family's income, but in my real life, I'm a captain in the New York City Fire Department." He said, "Now, you know, before 9/11, we all thought we were Republicans. We didn't need anything from the government. I mean, we had a job and retirement, health care. And we're clannish, and we just love all that tough macho talk they put out." I love this guy. He was so straightforward. He said, "We just like the way they talk." He said, "On that awful day, we were dodging the falling towers trying to save lives. And the days after, we were crawling through that rubble, trying to find remains to give families some peace of mind." He said, "My senator, your wife, was the first person who knew that a lot of us would get sick and some of us could die because of what we breathe." You remember the stuff in the air? Remember what you saw in the pictures? You were looking at asbestos, PCBs, benzene, 3 well-known cancer-causing agents. And this guy said, "The president we voted for and the White House and the EPA, they said, oh, we didn't need any early diagnosis. We didn't need any aggressive care. We couldn't get sick." He said, "But Hillary knew, and she stood up for us every day, whether we were in the headlines or not, until she got Democrats and Republicans to help her. We got the help we needed." And he looked at me and he said, "Because of her, some of us who would be dead are alive." And he said, "Those of us who didn't make it, at least our families knew that the Congress honored them when they did something for our country on a tough time." And he looked at me, this guy, I was standing there crying like a baby. Because that's the person I've known all this time. Not all this cartoon junk you read about. And he looked at me and he said, "I don't know what I think about politics anymore. But I do know this. That's the kind of person who ought to be president. Somebody who knows what it's like to be me and every other person like me in this country that's ever been left out, left behind, ignored." He said, "I would do anything I could to elect her." So 2 days later, I called him on the phone and I said, "I want you to give me permission to tell this story." Now, all I can tell you is you've been very patient. This is a fascinating race. You've got 2 talented people. You just have to decide what you want in a president. But I asked Hillary what she wanted in the president, in a funny way that you're not thinking about now. None of you, especially the young people. I said, if you're lucky enough to get elected, how are you going to know when it's over if you did a good job? So you guys think 4 years, 8 years is an eternity. I mean, it's over like that. I've been gone nearly as long as I was there. It's over. So I said, tell me how you will know if you did a good job, because it'll keep you going through this whole campaign. And she thought and she said, I think I will have done a good job if I can say 3 things. 1, the American people are better off when I quit than when I started. 2, the young people of this country, our children and grandchildren, have a much brighter future when I quit than when I started. And 3, our country and this troubled but fascinating world are coming together, not being torn apart. Now, here's my pitch. If you want the answers to those questions to be yes, Oregon should say yes to Hillary. Thank you, and God bless you.